Go get it.
It's week 16 of the National Football League, and we've got the Beats sure-handed wide receiver. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Beats and the Texans, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Brooklyn Beats and the Houston Texans. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our visitors coming into play here. They're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
This is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
From Houston. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. He'll drop to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he finds a man in a crossing route. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And just a 30-yard punt that time.
And the Texans will take over.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Firing quick. And right away, he lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way.
On the move past the 40. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Extra point forthcoming. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 123 yards and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fair catch called for, no gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking middle, and that's complete. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
right back to him on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second down, they'll run it here. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Back to throw here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a one-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball. 3.5 to go, first quarter. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. The Texans hit 10-4 on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Back to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talked about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And as a result, possession switches hands. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Yeah, this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the second straight play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. They'll set up a throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And able to get this out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They're going to look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Come on, baby, we got to do our job. We got to do our job.
So a roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. 2nd and 9 now. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down at the 25. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points. And we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. Now they'll run on the draw. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Merry Christmas to you at home as we take you around the NFL on this 25th day of December. We'll begin our trip around the NFL at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Tennessee taking on their closest rivals distance-wise in Atlanta. And that game tied 21-all in the second quarter. A lot of offense there. From there, let's head to Philly to see what's happening with the Eagles. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. The Saints trying to hold on and claim victory. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last. We head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And that game all tied up as they do battle with the visiting Raiders. We'll continue on and take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half.
And their offense has been in top form so far, especially their passing game, as it's helped push them out to this big halftime lead. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway. Now a hit and a loose football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. And that has to be so frustrating because you know that they had something set up there for this first drive of the second half. It wasn't the fumble.
Sometimes no matter what you go over at halftime, no matter what you say, errors will result, and that's exactly what happened here. They were trying to change things from what happened in the first half. Instead, they continue to make mistakes.
Now left side on the swing pass.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Defense.
Defensively, maybe a little too fired up there for a 3rd down stop.
Remember in preseason when we were going to camps and watching people, they worked on this, right? In the heat of the summer, still did it anyway.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there, with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5.
Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at about the 28. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. I don't know, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team, may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches, just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Okay, ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd and 1. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the defense. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, you know, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going, and that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Yeah, it's helped them extend their lead. They'll look to throw now on first down. Flush to, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To Gordon, out left. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's going the other way. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film. And
now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. And his kick here is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they get the 3 points, but they've now had 3 trips into the red zone, and that's all they've come away with.
And in the NFL, the way they measure red zone efficiency and success, did you score touchdowns on those drives? That's first and foremost. Getting points, that's the second measurement. So by that measure, they haven't done very well. They've got to figure that out.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We are off to the fourth quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. This offense so far on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and this is most definitely the guy you want running the football when you need the tough yards on 3rd down. And he moves the chains and then some as he shakes off that first contact. And as they said in the 70s, he just keeps right on trucking.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Check pink, check white, black left, yellow, line, Smith red.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll look to throw here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he fires one incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Now, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I have to check into myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish. Just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Brooklyn, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll try to make amends next week as they